children, welcome back to Max Me Easy. Let's continue with exponents, exercise 5b, part 4. Here are the set of formulas which you need to learn before solving the problems of this exponents. If you are able to understand and remember these formulas, you can just substitute the values over there and you can get the answer very easily. So just make note of this formulas and learn it every day. At least spend 5 minutes of your time for learning this formulas. Now let's enter into our first question. Simplify and express the answer in the positive exponential form. That means the answer should be in the positive exponential. Here minus 3 whole to the power of cube. Children, always remember children, see minus 3. Minus is also inside the braces. That means this cube is applied even for this minus. Don't forget it children, this bracket is specified for that reason only. That means this power 3 is for this complete minus 3. I hope it's clear, right? First of all, look here, it is 6. So here this 6 should be changed into exponential forms. See, all the exponential form are in the form of 3's and 2's. Base, that is base as in 3's and 2's, but only here it is in 6. So you need to convert this either into 2's or 3's. So that's why I'm writing it as 3 2's are, or else if it is a big number, because it is small number, you are able to directly write it as 3 2's are. But or else you need to take the factors of the 6. How to take a factor is always start dividing it with a small number. Start with 2. 6 is divisible with 2, right? So 2 3's is 6. 3 1's is 3. See here, what are the factors for it? It's 2 and 3. So you have to write 2 3. Now it is in the form of a to the power of m into a to the power of n. Look here children, this number. This is in the form of a to the power of n, a to the power of m into a to the power of n. Since here for this it is nothing, only 2, you can imagine it as 1. So 3 plus 1 becomes 4. And I am getting this minus 1 separately because for applying the formula, if you want to apply the formula for this minus 3 and 3, see the base is different. It is minus 3, but down in the denominator it is 3. You can't apply the formula over here. If you want to apply the formula, you need to get this minus separately. That's why I'm writing minus 1 whole to the power of cube. I hope it's clear why we have taken minus 1 to the power of 3. To make the base equal, look here children, you can apply a to the power of m, a to the power of n formula. But look, the base, always the bases should be equal, right? But here it is minus 3 and it is 3. It is completely different. To make it same, you can get this minus outside separately along with the cube for that. Now it is perfectly in the form of a to the power of m into a to the power of n, where I have showing the laser light. Even here you can apply the same formula. Even here you can apply the same formula. M is greater than n for both of this 3 as well as 2 base. So if you multiply this minus 1 3 times, minus 1 into minus 1 into minus 1, it is minus. So that's what I have placed minus 3 to the power of 3 minus 1 and 2 to the power of 6 minus 4. So our answer will be minus 3 to the power of 2 into 2 to the power of 2. I hope it's clear. Let's move on to the second one. Even here, look children, it is in the form of a to the power of m whole to the power of n. That means a to the power of m whole to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m into n. If you apply this formula, you will get it as 2 into 2 to the power of 3 into 5. into 5 to the power of 4. Here I am making this split again. I have said you before itself. Here it is 2, and here it all the bases are in 2's, 5's. But here this is the only one with 4. So you can change this 4 with 2's base so that you can apply the formula. For that, you can even find the factors through this method, factorizing method. Always start dividing with 2, least number. If this 4 is not divisible with 2, then you can divide it with a next number, that is 3. Since it is divisible with 2, 2 ones are, you can start with 2. Look here, the factors are 2 into 2. So this is the reason I have written 2 into 2 instead of this 4. So 2 into 2 whole to the power of cube. That means this cube is applied for this 2 as well as for the second 2. Look here children, don't forget it children, this 3 is applicable for both the 2's. See, I have written both the 2's with power 3, because most of the children do this mistake. They'll put this cube only for 1 2. This bracket means this power is included for all the terms inside this braces. 5 3 is 15. So 15, and remaining all I have written the same way, and I have just put this cube to each number. Now you can apply the formula. A to the power of m into a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus 1. So I am going to apply this formula for this terms. So it will become 2 to the power of 3 plus 3. It is 2 to the power of 6. Now apply this formula a to the power of m, a to the power of m divided by a to the power of n for this term and for this one. You can apply the formula for this both. Since m is greater, 15 is considered as m and 6 is considered as n. Since 15 is greater, that is m is greater, you can put it as 2 to the power of 15 minus 6 into 5 to the power of 4 minus 2. So it becomes 2 to the power of 9 into 5 to the power of 2. I have clearly explained in my previous videos uh, how to compare the formulas with this one. I have made almost 4 to 5 videos. So now I am directly making some steps. If you have missed those videos, you can just check it in the description box. Even here, our first target is to change all the bases. Look here, the base is 36 over here. Here it is 6, here it is 3, here it is 12, and here it is 3. So you have to make all into 2's, 3's or 4's and whatever least number it is possible. So I am just taking the factors of 63, 36. If you're following my channel regularly, you might have came across this. I have explained each and everything how to do it. Even though for our new visitors, I am going to explain this once, how to find a factor once. Just write down 36 inside this, and this 2 you have to decide it. Always start dividing this 36 with the least number 2. Since this 36 is divisible with 2, you can write down 2 over here. 2, just let me take my pen. Ones are 2 and 3 minus 2 will be 1. So you can put the 1 on the top. Now 2 8s is 16. Similarly, again 18 is divisible with 2. If 18 is not divisible with 2, you can move on to the next number 3. Since 18 is divisible with 2, 2 9s are 18 and 2 with 9 is not divisible with 2. That's why I'm going to the next number, that is 3. 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3. How many 2s are over here? 2. So 2 to the power of 2, and how many 3s are here over here? 2 3s. So 3 to the power of 2. Similarly, you can find it out for 12 also. It will be 2 to the power of 2 into 3. And even for 6 you can find it out like that, and it will be 3 into 2. Let me take my laser pen, children. See, I have just expanded all this. I have written all the big numbers in a exponential form. Now see, all each and every number is in the exponential form. When I am splitting this 12, when I am splitting this 12, 2 to the power of 2 into 3, whole to the power of 3, you should place it as whole to the power of 3, because see what is over here, 12 to the power of 3. We are just splitting this 12, so split this 12 and write 3 on the top. Even for 6, I am taking this minus outside and just putting the power 2. As I said you, we need to make the bases equal. If you have having this minus, you cannot make the bases as same. This is the reason I am taking this minus 1 separately and putting it over here. And 6 is 3 2s are 6 and whole to the power of 2. When you just make it separate, that is, if you want to get this 3 out of braces, then you have to put a square on the top. So 2 to the power of 2 into 3 to the power of 2 into here minus 1 into minus 1 becomes plus 1. So this is the reason I have just neglected it in the next step. 3 square into 2 to the power of 2 into 3 to the power of 6 by 2 to the power of 2 into 3. Here 2 into 3. The power, whole power is 3. And for the 2 it is 2. So 2 3s is 6. This is what? 3 to the power of 3 into 3 to the power of 5. Now it is in the form of a to the power of m into a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus n. That is, see, I am going to consider it for this basis with 2 and basis with 3. I am going to apply the formula for all the uh, terms with basis equal. Even here you can apply this formula. So we are going to apply this formula in 3 places. So it will become 2 to the power of 2 plus 1 into 3 to the power of 2 plus 2 plus 6 by 2 to the power of 6 into 3 to the power of 3 plus 5. When you add it, this is what you get. Now you can apply a to the power of m by a to the power of n formula. See here, it is in the form of a to the power of m by a to the power of n, and you have to check the condition, either m is greater or n is greater. 4 is considered as a m and 6 is considered as a n. A to the power of m by a to the power of n, right? Since n is greater in this the n is greater, and in this base 3 m is greater, so you are going to apply the two formulas. This both formulas are applied at one place, so it becomes 3 to the power of 10 minus 8 by 2 to the power of 6 minus 4. Hence 3 to the power of 2 by 2 to the power of 2. Since the power is same, I am just placing a common power for this 3 by 2. Now here is our fourth question. Minus 128 by 2187. Now you have to take the factors for this 128 as well as for 2187. This is how I have taken the factors for this 2187. And when you take the start dividing with the least number, since it is not divisible with 2, I am starting with 3 children. So totally I am getting 7 threes. It is divisible with all 7 threes. Similarly, 128 is divisible with 7 twos. So just replace it with 2 to the power of 7 by 3 to the power of 7. Since the powers are same, you can just put a common power. This is how we get the answer. It is very easy, children, if you remember the formula and knows when to substitute which formula. Here, this is our next question. If you look at this question carefully, here you are having a negative power. So our first step is to make this negative power into positive power. You have to change this negative powers into positive powers. How to change it? By using a formula. You already might have came across this formula: a to the power of minus m is equal to 1 by a to the power of m. Now to make this powers positive, I'm going to apply this formula, that is a to the power of minus 7. That means it will become as 1 by a to the power of 7. See, I'm writing 1 by a to the power of 7. Even this b to the power of minus 7, I'm going to change it as 1 by b to the power of 7. Here c to the power of 5. Here the uh, power is positive. But since these first two terms are in negative format, was a negative format, we changed it into a fraction. So let's consider this third term is also in a fraction. Since it is in positive, we don't have anything in the denominator, so it is considered as 1. That means if I give a 2, number has 2, and if I am asking you to change it into a fraction, then what you will do? You can just write it down as 2 by 1. This is a fraction for this integer 2, right? So similarly for this d to the power of 4, I am writing it in a fraction form, and a to the power of 3 is also written as a to the power of 3 by 1 and b to the power of minus 5. Here I am going to apply this formula again, and 1 by b to the power of 5 into 1 by c to the power of 3 into d to the power of 8 by 1. Since it is already a positive power, you don't need to apply any formula. Now all the numbers, all the first numerators are in fraction form, even the denominators are in fraction form. So no confusion, right? Isn't it, children? It's clear. Just multiply all together and this is what you get. 1 into 1 into c to the power of 5 into 6 to the power of 4. Sorry, d to the power of 4. So similarly, I am multiplying all the numerators and denominators. Now, in our next step, you might have completed this fractions division. How to do fractions division? It is nothing but reciprocal. I have clearly explained it. Even though, let me take one example once again. See, look here, children. If you are given two fractions to be divided, 1 by 2 by 4 by 2, they have given this kind of fraction. This is what they have given, but they have given in the exponential form. If suppose if it is like this, and they are asking you to find out how to divide a fractions, it is very easy, children. Write this numerator as it is. Just write down 1 by 2 as it is. And what is here? It is division. So this division becomes multiplication. And here in the denominator it is 4 by 2. So this 4 by 2 becomes reciprocal. That means in denominator you can find 2. So you have to write it in the numerator, and this numerator part, that is 4, should be written in the denominator. 4. 2 ones are 2 ones are. So the answer is 1 by 4. This is how you have to divide the fractions. Similarly, you can apply the same method over here. Then what you get is, see, the numerator part I am writing down as it is, and division is changed into multiplication. Here I have done the reciprocal. Numerator became denominator and denominator became numerator. Now you can apply a to the power of m into a to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m plus n for the numerator as well as for the denominator. So I am going to apply this formula for c value. Let me take my pen. For this c value, I am going to apply the formula. And in the denominator, I am going to apply for the value for the term a. So c to the power of 5 plus 3, d to the power of 4, b to the power of 5, I am writing down as it is. because there is no other terms with d or b. Even in the denominator, I'm going to apply this formula only for a, because for with the b and d there is no other bases or other exponential forms. So when you add it, you will get c to the power of 8, d to the power of 4, b to the power of 5 by a to the power of 10, b to the power of 7, d to the power of 8. Now you can apply the formula a to the power of m by a to the power of n for d as well as for b. Right? The exponents with b and d, you can apply a to the power of m by a to the power of n is equal to 1 by a to the power of n minus m. Since n is greater, I am going to apply this formula. So c to the power of 8 by a to the power of 10, b to the power of 7 minus 5, d to the power of 8 minus 4. So c to the power of 8 by 10, a to the power of 10, b to the power of 2, d to the power of 4 is the answer. Here is our last question. It is in the form of a to the power of m whole to the power of n. We all know the formula a to the power of m into whole to the power of n is equal to a to the power of m into n. So you are going to multiply this minus 2 power minus 2 with 3 as well as with minus 5. So this is what you get, and when you multiply it, always multiply the signs first. Plus into minus, minus 3 2s is 6. Minus into minus is plus, 5 2s is 10. If you look over here, this is having a negative exponent, right? Power is having minus sign. So you can once again apply the formula a to the power of minus m is equal to 1 by a to the power of m. When you apply it, what you get is b to the power of 10 by a to the power of 6. I hope you have understood it. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment and hit the bell button. Check the description box for more problems on exponents. Thanks for watching.